There is no money in making mangas. As somebody who has physically published multiple books, let me tell you the truth. So for the majority of you who watch this video and do not listen to me, the answer is you're not going to make money. You can absolutely publish it, but you're not going to make money. And I don't say that from the standpoint of just some egotistical a-hole who knows everything. I say it because I know my peers, and the majority of my peers don't understand that this is a business. And if you're just in this gig to write a fun story and have a good time, then go for it. You do you. Money is not a factor. But if you want to make a career out of this, you need to realize making this kind of content is a business. And part of being a business isn't just being creative, spitting into the void, hoping for the best. It also involves a concept called marketing. Like for my OG fans out there, you know that I used to not talk a lot about how to bang fantasy creatures. But as you've noticed recently, a lot of my content, probably 80% of my content, is about how to date or bang a fantasy creature or the anatomy that goes along with it. And that is because I recognize that part of the TTRPG community is a bunch of monster bangers who have money and who are really interested in something that they're not getting out of this space. And because the mating manual is based off the world where my mangas take place, I'm able to tie those two products together. So if you're a fan of the mating manual and you want to basically get that information, in the meantime, while it's being developed and you're paying for a subscription, you're probably going to want to check out the mangas, which are free. And since you're a part of the subscription, you get full access to literally everything. And that's how I convert somebody from a subscriber to a book reader. And that's why I push the mating manual as much as I do, because the algorithms on both YouTube and TikTok are very friendly to that content, ironically. And they get a ton of engagement compared to just general world lore. And I do really want to go back to that type of content, but guess what? That's not what's raking in the views right now. And most importantly, talking about the mating manual gets me subscribers, which lets me hire more artists, which lets me now get into the position where I can look at hiring an animator. And it really helps out the financial side of the house, because I had to get rid of a printer because it kept on breaking. So I had to get a new $800 printer so I can make prints for you guys when you buy my stuff. And that goes into the next topic. The majority of your money will not come from book sales. I sell my books for about $25 a pop. And as you probably know, that's a lot more than a normal manga, which are like 10 to 15. But not only my mangas thicker, got higher quality paper, etc., but those books on average cost me about $10 to print, which means I make 15 in profit. Until you realize that the boxes that they come in, you know, the nice little boxes that sometimes get destroyed in the mail, cost $5. Because branding is a big thing for me, because I want you as a consumer to feel like you are getting a premium product, a unique product. So I'm happy to spend that extra $5 on you guys. But that brings the cost of production up to $15 per book. And then usually you guys will get a sticker. So now you got to cost the factor of the ink, the specialized paper, the electricity to print it, and the equipment to cut it, because that has a sticker cutter. And then a lot of times people, about 50% of the time, will get a print. So now that's more ink, more specialized paper. So I'll say now the total cost goes up to $17. But then you also have to factor in the fact that I have to reorder books. So now I could potentially be running a deficit, but it's all in the favor of getting subscribers and selling merch, which is where the majority of your money is going to come from. Because I love being transparent. I make about $3,600 in subs, and the majority of that money is thanks to the mating manual. People want the mating manual, and that's where the majority of the money comes from. And every day I sell, anywhere between 1 to 3 books on average, which is pretty nice. That's anywhere between $25 to $150, because a lot of those orders are the bundles. Well, I am still making money, but the reality is the majority of the money that I make comes from subs and additional ancillary pathways. So you need to keep in mind that if you're going to get in this game, you need to have additional sources of income, such as subscribers, such as additional products like prints, stickers, that kind of stuff that you sell. And sure, I can sell stickers and prints, but for me, I just like to give those out to people. So the most important takeaway, if you want to be successful, is you need to be not only a good creator, but you need to be an excellent businessman. You need to identify what's going to capture people's audience, tie it into your product, and replicate it over and over and over with a new twist to keep people interested in your content. Because slapping a piece of paper up on there saying, hey, I did a thing, is not content.